excited to be here. Great place to play. Obviously, fond memories of the Assembly Hall, but proud of our guys. Thought we got off to a great start, really competed well. I think Illinois really picked the pressure up there towards the end of the first half, and we didn't handle it very well. And they're a very, very good team. But we'll learn a lot from this, and I think we'll get better. Hi, Mr. Tate.
Trey Horn came off the bench for Illinois, number 2, and really got hot. What did you notice about him?
That, I mean, he and just from what we've seen, I mean, he's an energy guy. I mean, that dude plays with tons of energy. I mean, whether he's shooting or not, I mean, his pace of play, like he runs the floor extremely well. Like defensively, he plays with a ton of energy. I mean, he's a really good player. I think he adds. I mean, they got a lot to their team, but he adds a little something to them with that. You know, just having the energy and the ability to come in there and make baskets.
What did you like about what your team did early? Maybe frustrating a little bit.
Well, just you know, you come to this environment. We got 8 new players. Just you know, didn't have stage fright. You know, I thought and you know, we got a lot of Illinois guys. They understand the history and tradition, and really they know the guys that they have on their current team. So just you know, our ability to come in here and compete a little bit, I thought was really good for us. And we got to build on that. You know, obviously our next step is our ability to sustain that for longer periods of time. But again, I think that's a real positive for us as we move forward.
Jermaine was a guy who was obviously here before he got to Eastern, and he's been with you guys for a little bit. Where have you seen him grow since over the last couple of years?
Pretty much everywhere. You know, he's going to graduate here in December. I think he's really matured as a student, as a person, as a basketball player. He took a pretty hard fall on Friday in practice. You know, I think maybe in previous years, you know, he might not have had the ability to bounce back, and he missed one day and he bounced right back. Just really proud of him. You know, he's become a good leader in our locker room. He really doesn't miss practice. He goes to class. He's been a good role model for our younger players in our program, and you know, I've been coaching and playing for a long time, and I'm not sure I've ever pulled any harder for any player than I am for Jermaine, and in the hope that he can have a really successful senior season.
Maybe not related to the game, but Rich McBride is new to your staff. What has he added to you guys? What have your impressions been of him?
Yeah, probably the same answer, all the above. I mean, number one, he's just an incredible person. He screams charisma. Then you look at his resume and what he's accomplished, you know, as a player, and he's just really passionate about helping, you know, our players get better. You know, his time commitment, you know, with spending time with them, mentoring them in his office, watching tape, spending, you know, hours and hours on the practice floor. I mean, he's really committed to it. I mean, it's what he really wants to do. You know, I think he'd be doing it whether he was making a living doing it or not. I mean, he just really, and he's good at it. He's really knowledgeable at it. He uses his past experiences, and our players really like him. I mean, he's just, we're lucky to have him.
What did Illinois maybe do late first half into the second to maybe start pulling away?
I think number one, I thought they picked up their pressure a little bit, and then they got out in transition, and they got going, and then I thought Shannon refused a couple ball screens, created some penetration, penetrating kick. Like, it seemed like they got 9 points off threes right there, and it just got their engine going a little bit, and it kind of got our dauber down. We just didn't execute well enough, and they had a lot to do with that, And when teams are scoring against you, you got to be able to score with them to stay in it, and we just didn't execute well enough to do that.
Coach, did foul trouble change the game a little bit for you since Sarah and Jermaine started mounting up the foul?
Maybe, but I'll be honest, I was pretty happy with how our bench played. When those guys got in foul trouble, I thought I thought Gibson came in and gave us some good minutes in the first half. I thought everybody that played in the first half, because of the foul trouble, did a pretty good job. And I think going forward that our depth is going to be a real key for us. I think we've got 8 or 9 or 10 guys that I think can really. We haven't had a whole lot of clear separation with our team, so I think we'll have some guys that can really play. We'll be able to play a lot of different guys.
Marty, over here. Marty. I wouldn't imagine you're different than a lot of other teams in this era with 8 new guys. What does the first month kind of look for you as you try to figure out what this team is?
It's been better than what I anticipated, to be honest. I think they've kind of, the camaraderie's been better than what I anticipated. Sometimes it takes a little bit long, like 2 nights, I guess it was last night. These guys all got together in an apartment and fixed pasta and salad. I'm not sure I would have done that, if I had 8 new guys. I mean, I like, what they're doing, and that may not mean a lot to some people, but as a coach, you see your team doing things like that, and they do other things like that, and I think we're winning some of those battles as far as these guys have a chance to maybe accelerate that process a little quicker than maybe, it might normally take, but I like this group. The part that kind of happened today, we've seen that a little bit in practice as far as sustaining our effort and our attention to detail for long periods. I think to be a good team, you have to be able to do that, and that's our next step.
How'd you feel about Cooper Jacoby's double-double performance tonight?
Really good, really good. I mean, that's kind of who he is. I mean, he loves to play, loves to compete. He kind of hangs his hat on rebounding, and he could score from all 3 levels. He got one in transition. I just think he's gonna just get better and better. I think that's something that we'll probably get used to. He's done that a lot in practice, but really proud of him for his effort.